Hello students, today we will study asexual reproduction from chapter How do organisms reproduce? Class 10th Biology. First of all, let us know what is reproduction. Reproduction is a biological process by which organism can produce young one or offspring of their same species. It means the new individual or new organism that produce has same body design as their parents. रिप्रोडक्शन वो प्रोसेस है जिससे कोई भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म अपने ही तरीके का, अपने ही तरह दिखने वाला, अपने ही स्पीसीज का नया ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है. ओके, व्हाई ऑर्गेनिजम्स नीड टू रिप्रोड्यूस? क्यों ऑर्गेनिजम्स को रिप्रोडक्शन करने के लिए ज़रूरत पड़ती है? क्या वो रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं करेंगे तो वो सर्वाइव नहीं करेंगे? देन yes, of course they can survive without reproduction, but why they need to reproduce? As you all know, all the organisms have certain lifespan, as some organisms can survive for thousands of years and some survive for few minutes only, and after that lifespan they die. Now they need to maintain the continuity of their existence or the existence of their species on the earth. वो चाहते हैं कि उनकी स्पीसीज इस अर्थ में उनके डेथ के बाद भी एग्जिस्ट करे, इसलिए वो रिप्रोड्यूस करते हैं और अपने ही तरीके का और भी स्पीसीज प्रोड्यूस करते हैं ताकि उनके डेथ के बाद भी उनकी स्पीसीज की कंटिन्यूटी अर्थ में बनी रहे. सो द ऑर्गेनिज्म नीड टू रिप्रोड्यूस टू मेंटेन द continuity of their species on the earth even after their death. Now, new individuals are very much similar with their parents, as I told you, because they belong to same species and they have same body design. Now, how they have same body design? What caused the cow to give birth to a baby cow? और वाई अ डॉग गिव बर्थ टू अ बेबी डॉग? क्यों डॉग का बेबी डॉग ही होता है और काऊ का बेबी काऊ ही होता है? दिस इज बिकॉज दे हैव सेम ब्लूप्रिंट और सेम जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ देयर बॉडी डिज़ाइन इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस ऑफ देयर सेल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डीएनए. उनके पास डीएनए है जिसमें सारी जेनेटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन है कि उनकी बॉडी का डिज़ाइन कैसा होगा, और ये डीएनए उनके सेल के न्यूक्लियस में प्रेजेंट होता है. एंड जस्ट बिफोर द रिप्रोडक्शन से पहले ऑर्गेनिजम्स अपने डीएनए का कॉपी बनाते हैं. एक कॉपी पेरेंट्स बॉडी में रिटेन होता है और जो न्यू कॉपी है दैट गेट सेपरेट विद द न्यू इंडिविजुअल. नए इंडिविजुअल के साथ वो सेपरेट हो जाता है. अब न्यू इंडिविजुअल और पेरेंट्स में सेम टाइप का डीएनए है, सेम जेनेटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन है, जिसकी वजह से उनका बॉडी डिज़ाइन सेम रहता है. पर क्या जो ऑफस्प्रिंग होते हैं वो एग्जैक्ट कॉपी ऑफ देयर पेरेंट्स होते हैं? क्या सारे जो न्यू इंडिविजुअल बनते हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स के एग्जैक्ट कॉपी होते हैं, आइडेंटिकल होते हैं? नहीं. इवन हम भी अपने पेरेंट्स के आइडेंटिकल नहीं है, एग्जैक्ट कॉपी नहीं है. वो इसलिए होता है क्योंकि जब ऑर्गेनिज्म डीएनए की कॉपी बना रहा होता है तो जो डीएनए कॉपिंग का प्रोसेस है दैट इज़ नॉट एक्यूरेट ऑलवेज. वो हमेशा एक्यूरेट नहीं होता और उसमें कुछ इनएक्यूरेसी आती है. कई बार वो इनएक्यूरेसी इतनी ड्रास्टिक होती है कि दैट द न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन नॉट मैनेज टू सर्वाइव, उनकी डेथ हो जाती है. But many time or usually we can say the inaccuracy is not that much drastic that it lead to death, but it brings certain variation, certain change, कुछ एक change ले आता है और जिसकी वजह से जो न्यू इंडिविजुअल होते हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स से स्लाइटली डिफरेंट होते हैं, एग्जैक्ट कॉपी नहीं होते हैं. और ये जो वेरिएशन है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो गुड समटाइम, as it helped the organism to get adapt to the changing environment. जो environment change हो रहा है उसमें adopt करने के लिए, adaptation करने के लिए help करता है, जिससे कि न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म में एबिलिटी आती है कि वो जो चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट है उसको सरवाइव कर सके, जैसा कि उनके पेरेंट्स नहीं कर सकते थे। बट क्योंकि इनके में चेंज आया है और वो चेंज इनको हेल्प करता है कि वो उस चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट को अडॉप्ट करके उसमें सरवाइव कर सके। वेरिएशन ऑल्सो लीड्स टू इवोल्यूशन ऑफ न्यू स्पीसीज। वेरिएशन की वजह से न्यू स्पीसीज भी इवॉल्व होते हैं, पर ये आप पढ़ेंगे आगे आने वाले चैप्टर में, इन अपकमिंग चैप्टर। Let us discuss types of reproduction. Basically, there are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved to give rise to their new young one. While in sexual reproduction, there are two parents involved to give rise to their offsprings, and both the parents belongs to different sex. One of the parents is male and one of the parent is female. So in this video we'll deal with only asexual reproduction, in which only one parent is involved to give rise to their offspring. But in different organisms there are different mode of asexual reproduction that we will discuss here. We will discuss about 6 different type of asexual reproduction, or 6 different modes of asexual reproduction. First is fission, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, spore formation, and vegetative reproduction. Let's start with fission. Fission is again of two types. We will study binary fission and multiple fission. Let us start with binary fission. So bi means two and fission means breaking down. If a parent cell break down or divide to give rise to two daughter cells, then the process is called binary fission. Bi means two, fission means breaking down. So if a single parents divide to give rise to two daughter cell, then it is called binary fission, and this happen in amoeba and leishmania. Leishmania is also one of the pathogen that cause Kala Azar disease, and amoeba, you are very familiar with this. Here I am showing the diagram of amoeba, where first you can see the nucleus start to divide, and the nucleus divide, and after division of nucleus, cell also divide into two and they form two daughter cells. Here you can see. So this is how binary fission takes place in amoeba and leishmania. Next is multiple fission. In multiple fission, the parent cell divide to form many daughter cells. As you can see in the diagram, a single plasmodium cell can form many daughter plasmodium cell, and the process in which a single parent divide to form many daughter cell, then it is called multiple fission, that takes place in plasmodium. And the next is budding. In budding, a bud develop as an outgrowth. You can see in the diagram here, you can see a bud start to develop due to rapid or repeated cell division on a particular site. Then that bud start growing and become a tiny individual. After some time, that individual become mature, and after maturing they get detached from the parent cell and become a separate individual. This happen in Hydra and yeast. You can see here in Hydra and yeast. In yeast also budding takes place. You can see here, this is the bud and this is parent cell. So first of all, here also nucleus divide, and one of the nucleus retain in the parent cell, and one the copy of the nucleus move to the daughter cell, the bud cell, and that bud start maturing, and after maturation they get detached from the parent cell and become a new independent individual. Next is fragmentation that takes place in Spirogyra. It is an algae. In fragmentation, the organisms get break into many fragments or pieces after their maturation, and each of the piece get developed into new individual. As when Spirogyra get mature, it breaks into different small fragments, and each fragment will develop into new Spirogyra. This is how fragmentation takes place. Next is regeneration. It is also very much similar with fragmentation, but the organism don't use it as their basic mode of reproduction. When the organism like Planaria or Hydra accidentally broke up into pieces, then each piece will develop into new individual, and the process is called regeneration. Here the organism does not get broke intentionally to reproduce. They somehow get broken by accidentally or by any other reason, and after breaking up, each of the fragment or each of the piece of organism have ability to grow into new individual. I am showing here the example of regeneration in Planaria. You can see in the diagram regeneration in Planaria, where one Planaria get break into three pieces and all the three pieces develop into three Planaria. Next is spore formation. So some organism like Rhizopus, which is also known as bread mold, has ability to produce some tiny spores, and that spores spread around the environment, and after getting the favorable condition they germinate to form new organism. Here you can see the diagram of Rhizopus, which is also known as bread mold, has hyphae thread like, and at the tip there is a tiny ball like structure. That ball like structure is called sporangia, and sporangia contains so many tiny spores. After maturing, the sporangia breaks up, release the spores in the environment, and the spores, when they get proper nutrition, proper substratum and favorable condition, they start germinating and grow to become new Rhizopus or new individual. Next is vegetative propagation. That mainly takes place in plants, and when the plant reproduces by using its vegetative parts like roots, leaves, stem, then it is called the process of vegetative reproduction. Here you can see the diagram in which the leaf of bryophyllum has so many buds, and that buds can grow into new plant of bryophyllum. So here the plant of bryophyllum is reproducing through their leaf, which is a vegetative part. There are so many advantages of vegetative reproduction, that are plant raised by vegetative propagation can bear flowers and fruits earlier than those produced from seed. It means they complete their life cycle faster than the plants which produced by seed. Next advantage is they also make the possible of propagation of those plant which lost their ability to produce seed. It means ऐसे प्लांट जो सीड प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते वो भी प्रोपगेट कर सकते हैं, रिप्रोडक्शन कर सकते हैं बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन. और इसकी एक मेन एडवांटेज है कि all the plants produced by vegetative propagation are genetically identical to their parents. मतलब जो जितने भी नए ऑर्गेनिज्म बनते हैं वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन से, वो अपने पेरेंट्स से जेनेटिकली सिमिलर होते हैं, बिल्कुल अपने पेरेंट्स जैसे ही उनमें सारे कैरेक्टर होते हैं. सो इफ़ वी हैव अ गुड क्वालिटी प्लांट, अच्छी क्वालिटी की कोई प्लांट है जो डिजीज़ रेजिस्टेंस है, जिसमें अच्छे फल लगते हैं, जो जल्दी ग्रो करता है, और अगर हम उसके वेजिटेटिव पार्ट यूज़ करके उसमें से बहुत सारा प्रोपागेट करके और भी प्लांट्स ग्रो करवाते हैं, तो सारे प्लांट्स में वो सारी क्वालिटी होंगी जो उसके पेरेंट्स प्लांट में थी. So here we have completed this topic, and if you like this, like my video, share it among your friends, and subscribe my channel. Next topic will be sexual reproduction in flowering plant, that I will send you soon. So keep studying, keep making notes. Thank you.